there. Today I have a project that I've been working on that I want to show to you. You all know that I do urban sketching, and I've been doing these watercolor ATCs. I haven't gone out urban sketching lately. I need to get out there and do it. This 30 and 30 painting has been preoccupying my time. But after June 30th, I'm going to be out there doing more urban sketching for those of you that like my urban sketch videos. I took these originals to the copy shop because my printer is not set up. You could do the same thing if you have your printer set up and want to print them at home, but I took them to a copy shop and made color copies, and they came out really nice in my opinion. I made several pages. Some of the pages I've already cut up and used, and you'll see them in my pages that I'm going to show you. But I'm going to keep some of these pages for future projects. At least one set I'm going to keep for my own reference. You can see here are some sets that I've already cut up. So these will probably go on future projects. I'll link to Rosemary Morris's video where she suggests making a little mini journal, ATC size mini journal of your art. I think it's a pocket letter mini journal that she did. And I thought that would be really nice for my urban sketch ATCs. So that's what I did I'm in a group swap that's due at the end of June. It's due out tomorrow, July 1st. And the theme of this swap is your state or town where you live. And what better thing to use than the color copies of my ATCs. Now this is the keeper page because this is the first one I made and I was getting a feel of how I was going to put this together. So it's just a little bit different than these others. These others are all the same, except for the ribbons are a little bit different. I've got two kind of striped ribbons and two polka dot ribbons. But otherwise, they're all the same. I used the same material. The keeper one, I put gold screen printing ink on everything. And at the end, when I made a little pocket here, and I'll show you what's inside. But the paper that I used on the pocket does not match the gold of the screen printing ink. I really don't like that combination, so I decided to keep this one for myself. And then I just used, in fact, this came off of a road map. So I did not put the screen printing ink on these others, and I just used the back of the paper. This is black cardstock that this is mounted on, and then this is just a scrapbook paper with different ledger papers on it. So I'm going to show you the one that I used for mine, and these are all from these urban sketches that I did with a color copy, and I cut them up ATC sized. And here's the gazebo that you see me sketch so much, and here's the Middleton trolley. And you open it up. I have a tag on the inside, and the inside I have a home. Now this is not my home. This is just a representative home to represent that my home is in Madison, and I put the background is all a road map. And if you look really close, and I'm not sure that you can see it here because even in real life you kind of have to get it up to your face to see that yes, the background is a road map. And I put screen printing ink, my favorite gold screen printing ink, across it, and then this is a blue screen printing ink and a red. So, and then it has home, Madison, Wisconsin, and then I did use my black fine liner to create kind of a stained glass framework in here. And then this is the tag. The tag is fairly simple. This is mine. It kind of messed up the back. Sorry about that, me. This is why I keep certain things, because I'm not sure that I wanted to send that one out. But I cut up the ATC size again and mounted them on this tag. And here you have the gazebo, the trolley, my favorite trees dancing down the hill, and the thrift shop donation window. So that goes in there. And then when you flip it to the back, I have this, I have a book, a tourist book that you get like at welcome centers or on the freeway when you get all this touristy information. This says, "Welcome to Madison, Wisconsin" on it. And I made these little pockets that are gusseted, really thick. And then I have baker's twine hooked on there to, of course, open the envelope. Now inside, I will say, I have a little mini journal, but I also have, because this is fairly thick, and I'm not sure that would be one page in a journal. We're in groups of 5, including yourself, so the person who receives this is going to have at least 4 other pages. And I wasn't sure with the mini journal in it if they would want their journal that thick. So I included the mini journal in there, and I made the pocket to hold the little mini journal. But I also put a little page that I tore out of a tourist book of different places in Wisconsin. So if they don't want to keep the mini journal with the page, they at least have something that represents Wisconsin as the state that I live in. Now the mini journal here too is just a little bit different than the mini journals in, let me grab one out of here. The mini journals that I'm sending out, here again, I use this gold screen printing ink on mine. It has a little hair tie. I really like these for closures, and I hooked it onto the binding so it won't fall off. They can pull it off and it'll just hang there. And you just hook it like this. But mine has that gold screen printing ink on it where theirs do not. I think these are cleaner that way. Now I'm going to go through mine. You open it up. I pulled these out of one of the touristy books. I live in Madison, so I put Madison, Wisconsin, and I put Urban Sketches in Wisconsin. And you open it up, and I have an entire set, Urban Sketches, that I've done in 2015. This is the Wisconsin Trade Center. I did put a little documentation at the bottom so that they would know what they were looking at. I do have it signed here, but I also wrote down here so that they could read it a little bit better. And then I have a little note over here describing what this is. It says, "This little mini journal contains color copies of the Urban Sketch ATCs I created during my urban sketch outings in Wisconsin. Enjoy." And then I signed it. So these are color copies. These are not the originals, but they really came out nice at the copy machine. I'm very happy with them. And then I just created a little mini journal for every person that I'm sending a page to. This is the chicken coop in the water tower. If you've been watching my videos, you've already seen all of these. These are people shopping at the garden center in the spring. This is a lake scene, dock birds and beach chairs. We don't have, well, they have the Great Lakes over on the east side of Wisconsin, but we have a lot of lakes in Wisconsin. There are 5 lakes in Madison itself. But this lake happened to be in Oconomowoc, and they had these beach chairs, and I was there one day, and I got a really good view of those beach chairs. There's a dining car, and people at the park. This just happens to be out at the Pope Farm where I was doing the grass, and I put some dried weeds in there. But I included it, and here's the Middleton trolley. So that will go inside of this little envelope that I made, just like this. And then they can close it up. Now, as I said, this really does make the page itself quite thick. You can see it's at least almost, well, it's over a 1/2 inch thick. And if they don't want the entire, they want their page to be smaller, it's pretty thick without the mini journal, but they can take the mini journal out of the package and keep it separate if they want. Maybe they'll put it in its own, I don't know what they'll do with it. Or they may just, however they're binding their pages, they may keep it like this. It's kind of up to them. But if they take it out, I at least have another page of Wisconsin information, a touristy information from Wisconsin. So there are 5 of us in a group. I generally make more than 5 pages, but this was quite an effort for me. I've been working on it all month. My journal pages themselves, I've been working on all spring. My ATCs themselves I've been working on all spring. So I need to get these mailed out today. For my envelopes, oh, look what I did. Use my fine liner. I have 2 stamps that I used. Excuse my reach. I have 2 stamps that I used. This one is a Hero Art scribble stamp. Look, I got it at a flea market for 50 cents, and I just love it. See on the back, all the scribbles. I really do like it. And then this is a stamp, let's see, Stupendous stamp. And it's the Make Art with the paintbrushes. I really like this stamp. And so I put that on the back, and if they want to cut this out, maybe they'll rescue some of this envelope for one of their own journal pages or collages. And I mean the same thing for here. I could not resist doing this on the front. I had stamped it with the scribble stamp, and I'm going, it's not enough. I need more. So I am going to package these up and get them out in the mail. I really had fun doing this. I have one more swap that I need to complete, and just wait till you see that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next page.